So Nest is going to be taking in £4.5 to £5 billion of new contributions every year. So we need to broaden our investment universe. Traditionally, banks have been the big lenders in private credit to private companies and to infrastructure and property projects. With the financial crisis and capital constraints being imposed on banks, they've had to withdraw, and that's created space for asset owners to come in. Now Nest is sufficiently large, but we can also move into this area. Before we started our manager search, we did a lot of work engaging with fund managers to let them know in particular what our cost constraints are. So we asked them to recalibrate the level which they would set their fees. So when we started the search, we were very happy with the response we got. We got a lot of high quality managers at affordable fee levels. I think another thing that's really important to managers is the fact we are prepared and have an ambition to have long-term relationships with our managers, so they know we're not going to just hire and fire them in sort of 2-3 years.
The opportunity with Nest is an incredibly exciting one for us, but this particular mandate I think is really interesting. We've seen sophisticated investors in insurance and defined benefit pensions use illiquid assets and infrastructure for years to get access to additional sources of return. And so the opportunity for us to work with a partner like Nest and bring that kind of sophistication to the DC market I think was incredibly attractive.
I think there are a number of benefits for Nest members. The first is it will increase the range of investment opportunities,
such as offices, commercial centers and hotels. But we also invest in alternative assets such as cinemas. We invest in a portfolio across Europe of cinemas, and we also recently invest in a data center in the suburb of Paris.
Over the last few years, we've invested in a number of different projects looking at things like social housing, university accommodation and trains, but also looking at things like new sources of energy like solar and wind farms.
Of particular interest would be in investment in renewable energy, lending money to projects such as building wind farms and solar farms. We've demonstrated that we can meet the challenges of illiquid investments in DC, particularly the operational challenges, and we'll be using this as a template for future investment in private markets.
We're willing to accompany Nest in this area, and Nest is already an important client to Amundi.